What's going on YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry and I'm the Crypto Vet. Thank you for tuning back in. Lots of things going on in the charts today. We could potentially be seeing a trend reversal on Bitcoin here in the next couple days, especially with the weekly and daily candle closing today. That'll give us a little bit more data. Also, we have some big things on Ethereum that have, just like when we broke out of Bitcoin, the big long 2.5 year was a 3-year downtrend. We have done something very similar several weeks ago on Ethereum. So we're going to go over that as well as a little bit on XRP. So if you like that, if you like the content, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm super close to 1,000 subs. I don't like begging for subs, but if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the sub, hit the like. It really helps me out. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at XRP Veterinarian, where I post charts and different things, like where we currently are in the market, any trades that I may be entering and things like that, as well as links for Twitch, Discord, all the other stuff down below. But let's go ahead and get started here on CoinMarketCap. If we kind of look here, we've got a little bit of green, a little bit of red mixed out. We've had several days of red, so it's been a little bit difficult trying to figure out how low we're going to go, what's going to happen from here, but we are slowly getting more and more information as time progresses. So if we look at the biggest gainers here, we have PancakeSwap doing really, really well, especially with BNB and their smart contracts. A lot of altcoins on PancakeSwap are doing very, very well. So I do know that BNB will be down for some scheduled maintenance. So typically during those times, we've seen a little bit of a price drop in BNB, but I don't think it's anything to worry about in the long term. As far as biggest losers, not too bad for the day, just slight little corrections, less than 5% total. Dogecoin still holding at about a quarter. The market cap overall is still under 2 trillion. We're at 1.8, and Bitcoin dominance slowly getting lower. And the closer we get to those lower values is when we start to see the altcoins absolutely take off. But it always starts after Bitcoin stabilizes. So we don't know if Bitcoin is stabilized just yet. If we look at the crypto fear and greed index, we are down to 31. The last time we were this low was about a year ago during the COVID news and everything like that. And what did we find out during that time? That it was actually the absolute best time to buy. So when people are scared, the best thing we should do is to hold strong and keep going, right? If you are like me and you believe that this bull run is just getting started and this isn't the end, this is just our first good correction, then now would be the time to actually start getting into crypto and, just sitting back and waiting for the long term, not trying to trade these small trends that we've been doing, that I do on the side during the day, but actually to just buy and hold. And again, I'm just a doctor/idiot. This is not financial advice, guys. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. This is more like a big damn diary of what I'm doing to kind of let you guys know. And if you choose to follow me, that's completely up to you guys, right? So crypto fear and greed, 31. Last time it did this was back before the biggest pump of all time, coming way back in 2017 and moving up. So if we look at Bitcoin trends, I keep a close eye on this worldwide. This is what happened in 2017. We had search trends really moving to the upside. And you can see here during the past couple of months, this has been really taking off. And you can see that Bitcoin is being searched more and more as we go. Same goes for the term cryptocurrency in general. And now we have actually overexceeded what happened in 2017. So more people are getting into the space and understanding that the potential here is absolutely huge. So I just wanted to throw that out there. People are scared. You buy when people are fearful and you sell when people are greedy. You guys do know that I sold a bunch at around $1, a bunch of XRP and crypto around $1.80 because I was expecting a small correction. Correction ended up being a lot bigger than I was expecting. However, I was already out and I ended up getting back in around the $1.30 range, right? It went lower. It's okay. I've got a slightly bit more cash that I'm going to be getting in on here, either now at the 110 or possibly a little bit lower. But we're going to go over that now. So wanted to bring that up, that people are still searching about crypto. Fear is low. The last time we had this exact scenario play out was about a year ago, and things started to pick up from there. So going back to the Bitcoin dominance, you can see here that we are dropping below that 52, and we're going to close this weekly candle in about 5.5 hours, about 6 hours, and we are slowly getting down towards the target of just this head and shoulders pattern. Whether it comes to fruition or not, the fact that we are dropping below supports on the dominance is showing me that we are entering an altcoin season, and we have yet to even see the fireworks come into play. If we look at the weekly here on Bitcoin, I sent this out on Twitter. You can see that we have touches of this bottom blue line, which is the 20 weekly exponential moving average. And every time we hit that, we bounced and moved to the upside. You can see that we haven't even yet to touch that during 2021. If we go back exactly to the time where we were at back in 2017 during April, you could see that during this time we had just touched the 20 for the first time during this actual start of the bull run, and then we started to have the plays like we're having now. So potentially we could even be in an earlier state than I was expecting for where Bitcoin is. I was like, or if we are now doing this big touch, we still have another pump touch and then another actual rally that'll blow your mind before this bull run is over. But the reason I bring up this weekly chart here is during these pumps, we came down and touched around the 54 region of the RSI. And of course, we stayed overextended in the overbought territory for a long time during the bull run. But when we came down, we hit towards the 54. And when we broke this 54 area, that's when we started to hit a downtrend. If you look at where we are now, I could extend this all the way back to here, and we'll get it right close to the 54-ish point. And you can see here, we were at that 54, came up, 54, started to be overbought, and now for the first time since back in October of 2020, we are finally coming back down on the RSI to the 54 region here on the weekly. Now, if we go ahead and move into another time, we have 2017 on the left, 2021 on the right, and you can see this same RSI on the daily. When we finally got down to this 30 region, we bounced off the 13 EMA. Weekly EMA is the orange line. The teal line or light blue is the 20 daily exponential moving average. And then we have the 20 weekly below. And you can see as we came down and touched it, we've had a huge rally afterwards. So this would be technically our first time touching this 20 weekly exponential moving average, as well as bringing our RSI down to that 30 range. So there's a high likelihood, in my opinion, that we could bounce at this region, but that's only if it holds, right? So, again, if Bitcoin could continue lower, things don't always do exactly what they did the last time, but things have tend to be repeating themselves, and I have been trading based off this repetition, and I've been doing very, very well. So I just wanted to bring this up, that there's a chance that we could find support here on the 13 EMA, which is the orange line, but we may actually drop down. And I think personally it would be better if we drop down a little lower. So if we go into the shorter time frame here, we have the hourly candles up for Bitcoin, and you can see that the previous symmetrical triangle I had, we've actually been bouncing out of it a little bit, and now we have fallen down below it again. So when you enter a symmetrical triangle from a downtrend, there's a higher probability that we would actually break and continue to the downside. A measured move of this actually brings us to the place that I think would be perfect for Bitcoin to bounce and start to find its final bottom and support. And if you've been following me, you know that the realistic price drop that I've had for the past couple of weeks would be for Bitcoin to come down to the 44.5 to the 46.5K region, anywhere in this zone, to find its bottom before reversing to the upside. And a drop of this would actually bring us down to the 46.5 mark. And looking back here, you can see we had lots of support in this range, and it was also resistance at the same time, depending on where we were at in the charts. So I definitely think that we're more likely going to continue a little bit more to the downside, but this could finally get us close to the end or to the bottom if Bitcoin finds support. Lots of FUD out there on the market with the tax things and all of this other stuff. So anything can happen. But as of right now, I think that in the short term, we have a higher probability that we're going to continue down. But if we start to see a move to the upside, we could still see a pump up to around 54, 55K. However, now we have a lot of resistance to get through as we've gone down this little ladder. So again, I'm still waiting before I enter any trades. You guys saw I don't have any active positions at the moment, not on XRP, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. Because if Bitcoin decides to move, everything will most likely move with it in the short term until Bitcoin finds its bottom, and then everything else can kind of do its thing from there. Looking at Ethereum here, we have Ethereum on the weekly, and you can see that Ethereum broke above this 3.5 year, 3 year resistance, came up, came back down, confirmed it, and is now on its way up. And if you really zoom in here, you can see it actually set a higher high on this short term. And if Ethereum was to continue on this for the next couple of months, we could be seeing an Ethereum worth 0.1 to 0.14 Bitcoin. That's a $5,000 to $7,000 Bitcoin, depending on what Bitcoin is worth at that time. So, this could potentially be a $10,000 to $15,000 Ethereum in the future. And Ethereum really hasn't performed as well as I thought it would. But however, we haven't really had a true alt season, in my opinion. In the short term, Ethereum likes to move in channels, and we've been in this ascending channel, and these green lines show a big ascending triangle that we were in that now technically we have come back, confirmed, got rejected at a higher high. But if we look at this channel, you can see the place it was struggling is to get back above this channel. So I'm looking to enter a long on Ethereum. If we were to say have good news on Bitcoin, Bitcoin's in an uptrend, Ethereum gets above around 2,400 and holds, then I'll start considering maybe going in for a long. But right now I'm mostly not trading Ethereum and just accumulating more as I can. Just because I've had more struggles trading Ethereum than I have any other crypto. For every time I make big gains, I make big losses right after. So I've pretty much just accumulated, and when there is a pump, I take profits and put it into things like XRP and some of the other altcoins. And last, if we take a look at XRP, I tweeted out today that even though we broke above this channel here on the short term, we did get faked out the last time before, but right now it looks like we may be coming up to confirm it on the hourly here and potentially forming this ascending triangle. And if that was the case, we could see a breakout up to about $1.50, $1.48 on XRP. But I'm not holding my breath just yet. On the XRP to Bitcoin chart, you can see that we have gotten above this channel previously, done pretty well. And then if Bitcoin goes down, XRP comes down with it. However, this 2214 sat line, which is in the whitest color, this has been a very, very key support. This is where actually XRP flipped the resistance support pattern on the long term for Bitcoin. So staying above this line could be a key indicator that we could be moving to the upside. However, unfortunately, we are currently going back down below it at the moment. And again, this is all because Bitcoin is leading the pack. So if Bitcoin was to drop some more, we could see XRP actually drop back down to like the dollar area, potentially as low as 75 cents to retest that 13 and the 20 weekly exponential moving average. So as of right now, I'm still chilling, waiting to see what happens. Any big news, any other things could change where we're at right now, but all the limelight right now is on Bitcoin to see what it does from here. We could potentially move this line to somewhere down here, and we're actually still within the pattern. But 5 hours ago, 12 hours ago, this was the pattern we were in, and we actually started to fall below it, and now we're turning the EMA ribbons back down. So I still don't think that we're in the best shape for Bitcoin. On every time frame past an hour, it's still bearish, and we just kind of have to wait and see what happens. But that's going to do it for the video today. Remember, just on these bad days, don't look at your portfolio. If you have extra, invest in it. Never sell on the red days. The green days will come back. So that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.